We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here go 46. 26.
On play action, Prescott. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And the tight end goes in motion left. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Prescott on first down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hey, kill. 47.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
17-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's good for the Cowboys. 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
4th down, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now let's see. The offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Prescott off play action. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw is Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, kill.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. play action now. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Hall has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 71 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Prescott now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
47. Sweat. Hey.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Hall. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Rodgers wants to change the look. To throw is Rodgers. Off play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Take 30.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Kill. 47.
Now Prescott. That's caught at the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. John Franklin Myers drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And they can't bring him down. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 52 yards. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jets 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here go 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jets 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to it again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the interception, here's Prescott, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Gun. Hey, kill! There we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
47. Here we go, 46.
4th down, Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hall on a give up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, 31 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Able to power through. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't?
Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott on play action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. Prescott to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Hall again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. Powering his way forward. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st down, New York.
On 1st down, Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
At the Cowboys 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Aaron Rodgers, he can still maneuver. 35 rushing touchdowns in his career with Green Bay. Partner, I double-checked that stat. That's the right number. And even at his age, he knows when it's time to go, and he does it there for a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of it.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a 2nd and 10.
We're going to 53. Gun.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, 88. Get 300. Flip it.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Rodgers. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.